right, good morning everyone. We need to get a little audience feedback here. So we need somebody to give us a word to start out an exercise. So whatever comes to the top of your mind, just shout out a word.
Sandwich. Black. Crocodile.
We'll go with black. Black.
Is.
Always.
Funny.
When.
It.
Bounces.
Off.
The.
Wall.
All right, thanks guys. Now, those of you who are familiar with the world of improv probably recognize that exercise. For those of you who aren't, the game we just played is called Prophecy, and it involves getting a suggestion from the audience, a word, and then each member of the team builds on that word until you build some sort of wise saying. And what we'd like to do today is expand your definition of the world of improv and show you how improv can actually apply in your communications strategies. So we're going to pull some tips from this book, Improv Wisdom by Patricia Madson, and our team, Jen, Donna, Saamon, and I, Dave, will walk you through 6 different strategies, or what Patricia calls mantras from the improv world, that you can use in everyday communication. Now, when you think of improv, you probably think of these 3 things, right? Don't prepare, just show up, and say yes. Now, don't prepare is pretty obvious, right? I mean, improv is all about rolling with the punches, going off the cuff, and just seeing what happens. But there's a deeper meaning here for communication where it really involves being in the moment and really paying attention to what's happening now, not thinking about what's coming next. For just show up, it's also, again, a little obvious, but whenever you're having some sort of communication, whether it be delivering a presentation at the front of G101 or having a difficult conversation with your boss, you need to physically be present to start that exercise. And finally, say yes. It's important to note here that this is yes and. Often we hear people say no, but it's really in the form of yes but. Yes but is really a blocking exercise that allows you to control the situation. Yes and really allows you to be more supportive and open. So we would encourage you, as you communicate more with others, to show that support and that willingness to engage by using the phrase yes and.
Yes, and be average. Thanks, Dave. By a show of hands, how many people here consider themselves to be perfectionists? Yeah, that's what I thought. Me too. Giving presentations can be a high-stakes situation. We want it to be just right. Often our reputation, our credibility, even potentially our career advancement could all be on the line. And what ends up happening is that we put this pressure on ourselves to be perfect, to do it, to knock it out of the park. And what ends up happening is that it jinxes us. We end up psyching ourselves out. It's a paradox, right? The moment when you've worked your hardest and you've put in the most effort, the results are disappointing. Patricia Madson, in Improv Wisdom, suggests a better approach. Be average. Take the pressure off. Don't walk into a presentation thinking, I've got to make this work. This has got to be the best. Or I have to be creative. Instead, dare to be dull. Be nothing special, and cultivate an ordinary mind. It's ironic, right? But here are the 2 steps you need to take in order to embrace this philosophy. Number 1, give up on being perfect. You're going to make mistakes. So just accept it. Number 2, stop trying to think differently. Often when we're trying to be creative, we think that we have to be outside of the box. Really, being inside the box is just as useful. Sometimes the best solutions are the ones that are right in front of us. So the next time you're giving a presentation, I want you to forget about being perfect, and I want you to embrace being average.
Yes, and pay attention. Paying attention is important. Because your presentation is about the audience. It's about your conversation with them. And when I think of the phrase pay attention, what comes to mind is total listening. Listening not only with your ears, but with your eyes too. And this is what we do every day because life is attention. What we experience in this world greatly depends on what we decide to focus on in the moment. And this includes when you're presenting, when you're on stage. So to create that bond with the audience, to make that conversation go, you have to be a detective. That is, look at, okay, who's holding eye contact with me? Who's smiling? Thank you. Who may be writing their notes right now? Who's looking at their computer? And what is the general mood of the audience? Because just like I believe your team at Taco, you gave different tips for reaching out to the audience, some things may be appropriate. And you could gauge that appropriateness based on what the audience's feedback is. Yes, you're doing all the talking, but your audience is communicating with you too. So what I want you to do is to pay attention by totally listening to the audience with your ears and your eyes and be a detective. Because you can make a much more powerful presentation and your audience could walk away remembering what you said if you create that dialogue and just pay attention.
Yes, and face the facts.
Thank you.
Another key mantra in improv is that a little tidbit that the player before you throws into the stage simply now becomes reality. So for example, if I were to tell Saamon that this is a dog, Saamon would have to simply accept that this is indeed a dog. This very simple kind of improv mantra can also apply to ourselves when we give speeches. As much as JD and Bert tried over the course of this quarter, it may simply be that sometimes I forget to take a power pose, or sometimes as much as I may have practiced, I end up doing a little bit of uptalk. But the main fact of the matter is, we have to embrace the wobble. Because scientifically, quite literally, our muscles only get stronger if we embrace that struggle. Another way of applying face the facts is in our professional lives. Because if there's one thing that we can count on, the facts that may come our way can be unexpected or expected. It can be positive or negative. But they are facts. They are in fact our reality. And the best way to face those facts is instead of trying to contort or avoid them, is to look at it directly in the face and then move forward. So whether it be you find yourself on the stage with your next improv troupe, or perhaps it's simply that next Thursday you'll be giving grace at Thanksgiving dinner, the next time you give a speech or next time you make a decision, remember to face the facts.
Yes, and improv is wise. Thanks, Jen. So today we've taken you through 6 different mantras, 6 different ideas that you can take from the world of improv and apply to your communications. And before we let you go, we want to make sure that we don't leave you with the wrong impression. So coming into today, if I would have asked you what improv's all about, the first thing a lot of you probably would have gone to is being funny. It's about comedy. Well, yes, and it's about more than just that. So we hope today that we have expanded your definition of what improv is and shown you how you can apply that in other situations. The other thing is, we don't mean to suggest that you should never prepare. There's a fair amount of preparation that went into this presentation. We would hope that if you have to have surgery at some point, that your surgeon is well prepared for that. But we do believe that there are elements of improv that will allow you to roll with the punches and just be more effective on a day-to-day basis in communicating. So remember to be average, to face the facts, and to pay attention so that you can
Just show up.